Hello and welcome back to the James Bond Complex. Hope you are doing well and I hope you are enjoying these weekly promos that we do for the upcoming episodes. Today I'm going to change it up just a little bit. We are going to do the promo for this week's episode, which is actually part one of a two-parter. We are able to all get together for once. It does happen, but it happens rarely that we all have the time to sit down all together at the same time and talk about James Bond. So you are in luck because there are going to be back-to-back debriefing episodes. So for January, February 2022, it'll be our first debriefing episode and the first episode of the year that features all four hosts. So join me and Matt and Edgar and Jason when we talk about a bunch of anniversaries. We actually even talk briefly about some other new movies that are more or less Bond related. So stay tuned for that. But while we're on the topic of conversation, while I've got you here watching a promo video for an episode, let's talk about some other stuff happening in the world of James Bond that isn't necessarily out yet, stuff that's coming, stuff that we can talk about, a little bit of news. So today was announced so this is being recorded Tuesday, so by the time you see this, it was yesterday. So yesterday was announced the name and the title of the new James Bond, or we can say MI6 novel that's being published, which is going to be part of a trilogy by Kim Sherwood, three Bond novels or three MI6 novels with different double agents. And the first one is called Double or Nothing. So we should be getting that in the month of September, I believe, was the release. But for those of you who are fans of the continuation novels, you better get back into this because there is an Anthony Horowitz novel coming to us soon, and it is part of the original Ian Fleming continuity, which is something that I really do enjoy about what Horowitz has done. Forever and a Day I was a little bit apprehensive of that book coming out because it was a prequel to Casino Royale, which we kind of saw done with the Young Bond books here with Silverfin and the like from Charlie Higson, and then Steve Cole took over and kind of rewrote or exaggerated the history of James Bond as a young man. And Forever and a Day came along and kind of gave us a real prequel to Casino Royale, which, I mean, I love Horowitz. I think the novel was great. I think it was a great imaginative addition to it, and it is, in my eyes, absolutely canon with what Fleming would have done. And what's great about Horowitz is he does have access to some original Fleming material. So he is actually bringing us Fleming works, albeit not being Fleming. So I'm very excited for the new novel that's coming out in May for Ian Fleming's birthday, May 28th to be precise. And we are getting ready to do a review of this book soon because Matt and Edgar didn't get around to doing it. They did one for Forever and a Day, but they did not do one for this one. So expect that coming from me and Matt later this year. Next week is another debrief episode. And then we're going to start a new series. So I'm not going to break that just yet. I'm going to hint that there is a 5-part series coming this spring from the James Bond complex that touches the 60th anniversary of the James Bond film franchise. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, come on, what are you doing? Subscribe, give us a glowing golden gun review. Do the same on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast. We are hosted by Anchor, and we thank them very much for hosting our little podcast here. Today's episode, debrief part 1. Stay tuned for that. Give us a listen. Let us know what you think. And see you next week. Take care.